Hello and welcome home. Welcome to my home, welcome to my sacred space. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Um, I'm Olivia. This is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, here to do your daily pick a card. Today, our card toppers are containers. So, I guess I'll show them to you up close in a minute. I'm going to show you our thought of the day. We're getting it from the Mindful Reminders card deck by Dr.s Willard and Ablett. I'm excited about these cards today because we had such a good one recently. This is a new deck, and so I'm not as familiar with it. I'm kind of getting to know it as with you, actually, as we move along together. Oh, tarot and coffee with Olivia. Where's the coffee? If you were here, I would have some nice beverage for you, whether you like hot cocoa, whether you like herbal teas or tea, or maybe you're partial to Coca-Cola. Maybe you're like me. One of my favorite drinks is water. Anyway, let's go ahead and get going with our thought of the day. You guys, it means a lot to me that you're here. Each and every view I get, each and every comment, it just helps to make me feel like I'm on the right track, that I'm doing the right thing. I already feel that way because I know I need to do this, and honestly, I feel like I need your support in order to do it. I'm not a person that is really good about going along and doing something routinely. I'm a Gemini, so I tend to go off track and visit other avenues. But I'd like to stick with this for a while because I like it. I think it's good. I hope you like it too. Let's go ahead and cut the deck and pick our card off the top. And we have: open your calendar or phone, scan the day for a free moment, and pencil in a reminder or alert to just breathe and be. So, yeah, that's cool. I can dig that. I like that. The first card I ever drew from this deck was like, I didn't like it. I didn't understand it. I didn't like it. This I like. This I understand. It's simple. It's easy. Schedule a moment. It could just be 5 minutes of time where you just sit and be. It says breathe and be. If you want to hold your breath and be, that's fine. No. I think that's just a this is something I practice every single day, even days that I don't meditate. I do sometimes just stop and take moments to just try to, they say empty your mind, but my mind's already empty. No. No, but just find a quiet space in your mind. One of the things that helps me a lot is I've read books on meditation and Buddhism. Journey of Awakening by Ram Dass is one I'm going to mention here. The placement of your eyes when you close your eyes can be very helpful in quieting your mind, believe it or not. So we'll just leave it at that, and let's go ahead and move forward. And guys, I gotta say, there are so many times that I deal out these cards and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to, I don't. And I want to just put the cards back in the deck, pick a different deck, or redraw the cards. I don't do that. I want to, but I don't do it. I don't, because I feel like, while these are general readings, I feel like they are meant for you to find when you find them. In other words, this is a timeless video. And I do feel like it's important to bring into and talk about all the cards. Now, I will say there are times, there is one card that I won't do in a pick a card video, and that's the death card. I have done it before because I refuse to pull out cards from the deck, but I have talked to some people, and it's okay for me to just pull that card out because I don't want anybody to be too upset. The death card most often does not mean death in the literal sense. However, it can still be very disconcerting or upsetting. So anyway, that was a long story. Long, unnecessary story. Let's look at our card toppers. We have the pillbox. We have the air balloon, hot air balloon. We have the Beatles box. And we have the bottle with the amber liquid, amber colored liquid. Okay, so go ahead and take your time. Check over these card toppers, see what resonates with you. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Feel the tension release from your body as you breathe out. I'm going to have a little sip of coffee while you look over those card toppers. I know you want to know what's inside of them. Guess what it's going to take? If you want to know what's inside your container, give me a comment, ask, and I will let you know. All right, now's a good time to go ahead and like this video. And subscribe if you haven't already. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's see what we have under. Do I want to do that yet? I think I want to say these are general readings, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Do not make life-altering choices or decisions based on this or any other video, tarot, pick a card. I am going to try to make my the ways for you to connect with me much easier, and how much my prices are and things like that, so that you can book with me in the description of this video. Now let's move on. Okay, let's see what's under the pillbox, the old-timey pillbox. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Now, I've said this before. One of the things I really like about this card is is this infinity symbol right here, and it reminds me of, and also in one of the books that I consult, the words cosmic game was used in a description of this card. Now, as you can see, it's pentacles, which often has to do with money or value, something of value. It could be Bitcoin. It could be something else. It could be a couple of cars that you could sell, or it could be many other things. We could talk a lot about what's going on with this card. The main thing I want you to do is I want you to change your point of view. I want you to look at your money in a different way than you've ever looked at it before. I'm looking for my notes. Basically, with this card, well, I guess I've already said what I mean to say. Look at your money in a very different way. Now, if you've never read up on economy and how that works, or even get I like to read economists' articles, an article that an economist has written. Or you can do it even differently. Maybe you can, one of the things I wanted to say about these is sometimes the Two of Coins represents the two sides of the same coin. There's two sides to everything. You have a room for growth and a possibility of growth, but it's time for you to really kind of start playing, okay? Stop worrying and start playing. I'm not telling you to play the lottery, so don't go there. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying take a little more playful look at your money. Take a different look at your money. Possibly, you know, one of the things that, well, okay, I could just go on and on. The thing is you have something to play with. You may feel broke, but you're not completely broke. It might just be change that you have. At any rate, I'd like you to really think about looking at your money in a very different way than how you've been looking at it. There's room for growth with this card. A lot of room for growth, room for learning, and like I said, money. I'm not. What did I say? Oh, I said this another time. Money is like manure. Manure. It should be spread around, encouraging young things to grow. There are a lot of people who have said similar, including Francis Bacon and a few others in other ways. So let's go ahead and see what we have under the hot air balloon. Now again, like I said earlier, if you want to know what's in your container, you're going to need to leave me a comment, and I will certainly let you know what's in your container of choice. And this card right here, the Six of Hearts, or the Six of Cups. There's 4 cups here, there's a cup here, and this cup is being offered to this very young child person who and notice this person right here in the back. This is the Watcher. This card is asking you to be aware of something. I'm getting ready to tell you what it is, but first I want to mention how her head's turned and how she's kind of giving him the side eye. That's important. I think that's an important part of this card. She's looking at him, and she's looking at him with her side eye. She's not necessarily trusting the gift that he's giving her. Good. Good. Okay? This card often has to do with childhood memories. And it's always telling you to pay attention and be aware. Be aware of others' motives. What is it that they're trying to get from you if they're giving a gift? I don't want you to be paranoid all the time about that, but if you have drawn this card right now, I want you to just kind of hold on here and let's listen. Okay. So, dare to look at emotional experience, okay? Especially if you're having childhood memories. I often talk about going to therapy, especially with this card. There are several cards that I do that with. With this card, if you're having childhood memories coming up, or things that you need to deal with from your past, it's a really good idea to get some very specific support for this. This card asks you to dare to look at emotional experience, but don't demand too much of yourself, and don't judge yourself or beat yourself up for acting or reacting. At least now you know what you're reacting to. So if you're having these memories or something has come up that's unsettling, something from your past, then it might be time to look at it. However, I want you to be very careful as you do that, okay? That's what I got for you. That's what I have. And now you might have an idea of why I wanted to not read some of the cards today that I have, because that might have been one of them. And now let's look and see what's in the Beatles container. And again, if you want to know what's in your container, then go ahead and leave me a comment. Let's see what's under this card. Oh, the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. So the first thing I think of when I see this card is heartbreak or pain in the heart. Now, that's probably what everybody sees, our body, when they see this card. But threes are always about a union, okay? So with this card, we could be talking about Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. We could be talking about id, ego, super ego. What I think we're talking about is the unity of heart, mind, and spirit. Can be painful. So what we're actually talking about here, yes, we're acknowledging the pain. First of all, the pain of uniting are body, mind, and spirit. Is that what I said earlier? That's what I meant. Body, mind, and spirit. This is a state of consciousness or being wherein you can sort out the affairs of the heart with wisdom and knowledge. So feelings are complex, and we can feel opposite feelings for the same event or person, or for the same thing. So yeah, it's very complex, and this is just letting you know that yes, it's painful, but this is a good time to sort out the matters of your heart, to go ahead and unite mind, body, and spirit with wisdom and knowledge. So what would I ask you to do today? Well, be kind to yourself again. I think that's what this is. Acknowledging your heartache and your pain. Knowing that, yes, you do have a lot to sort out here, but be gentle with yourself and know that, yes, you can have opposite feelings for the same person or thing or event all at once. You can have more than one feeling at once, and sometimes it does seem like they should contradict each other. So be gentle with yourself. It's the same with this card. Be gentle with yourself. You know, there's a lot going on in the world, and you've had a lot to deal with already. I'm talking to you. You who picked this card. You who picked this card. You who picked this card, and you who is picking this card. Let's see what's in the amber container, the amber liquid, the bottle. Nine of Rods. You know, in a way, I really do feel like I might need to start, well, these cards are telling a definite story. I need a sip of coffee. I'm stumbling over my words. So, this is a very helpful and almost cheerful card. This card is really telling us, wands are rods. I like to think of them as wands, like magic wands. They're energies around us. These energies affect us whether we understand them or not. When we understand them, we can have a little more control over how they affect us. At any rate, there is a question as to whether he knows about these energies behind him. They might be hidden energies, but he does grasp himself, so that's good. He's got a good grasp on his one rod here. So this could be about not seeing hidden influences, but I'd just like to go a little bit further and say, step forward, quell your fears, and grow. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid of hidden influences, because you've got a good grasp on yourself. And if you don't feel like you do, well, look, you do. You've got something, okay? You know who you are. You know what your desires are. You know your body. You know certain things about yourself. You know your feelings. It says to grow your feelings, grow your visions, bring your wishes to fruition. Bring your world, your home, your family of choice, your family forward. You can make a better world to live in. So, okay, that was very complicated, but basically what this card is saying is, yes, there may be things that you're not aware of that might be affecting you. Yes, maybe they're childhood memories, like we were talking about this. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's heartbreak that has happened in the past, or maybe it has something to do with a family break or something even more complex. Yes, that's true, but you still have the ability to move forward and grasp your situation such that it is. And as you're doing so, you can leave these behind. Or you can acknowledge them and move forward and move away from that. Or you can use all those energies and work them together. That's a more well, at any rate, let's just say the theme of the day is to go easy on yourself, whether it be with money, whether it be with family or feelings, whether it be something that we haven't mentioned. Go easy on yourself and make sure you schedule that time, even if it's just a few minutes, to sit and be and breathe. Thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me. I really only want to bring joy and happiness, but sometimes we do have to talk about the hard stuff. And honestly, I do get weary of it. But I do see a lot of light and goodness here. See all the yellow in this card? This is about shining the light on it and being able to see. But again, like I said, you must go easy on yourself. With this one, again, I mean, I could go over them all again, but I think you got that. And if you want to know what is in your container, leave me a comment. All right. Love you guys. I will see you next time.